step, we need to start taking a few of these items off here so we can get the existing clutch off the bike. And we'll start by removing the radar detector. Now, if you want an update on the radar detector, don't forget to add, but I added this socket in here so I can unplug it, slide it off, done. Nice. TPX. And trust me, in Hong Kong, it actually works. Okay, so we need to take these units off. So first thing I need to do is to take off the handguard, because that's covering everything here. And the handguard is connected to this mirror unit. So what I'll do is I'll remove the end piece first, which is it's a hex screw. Do that. Alright, now be careful not to lose your things. Or one of the biggest problems with mechanics is, oh, where do I put everything when I've took everything off? So my little trick is I just put it straight back. Alright, remove the unit, put the screw back where it belongs. That's tip number one, life tip. Okay, so we're going to have to undo this bolt here, which is tied into the clutch unit. So there's a bolt underneath and a screw on top. So I've got my nice screwdriver and bolt remover. So let's find the underneath part. There it is. So put that in there, and then put this on top to hold it. And it's tight. Yes, got it. Okay. Do that. Nice. Actually, having someone to help you hold one side while you're undoing the other would be very handy. Like the guy holding the camera.
My hands are breaking, mate.
Yeah. Maybe we need to stand to the camera, right? So I'll lift that bolt out, and the guard comes straight off. All right. So here's secret weapon number 2: a plastic container to put your loose bolts in. Because the worst thing you do is lose the bloody things. All right, bolts. But I need this bolt again to put back in the clutch unit, and I'll tell you why. So I put this in back in the clutch unit to hold the clutch, and we need to remove the cable because you can't do it if it's off the handlebars. That's why we did this first. If we take it off the handlebars, we need to actually pull the cable out to lift it off the mechanism. So you notice that this here, this tightener unit, if you tighten it up, screw it all the way in, all right, and then get it lined up at the front. You'll notice, I don't know if the camera can see this, but if you line it up, you see there's a line straight across there, right? And that means that you can actually pull the cable out, and then it will lift straight out and take it out. That's how you change the clutch. But to do that, we're going to have to loosen the other side of it because it's still too tight. So let's go down to the bottom, and we'll loosen the clutch down here. So we have to loosen this one. So for that, I'm going to need my spanner. And yeah, I got the right spanner. So I'll loosen that and loosen that one. All right, so we'll take that out. Okay, so now that we've loosened the bolt, if we push it in, all right, now that is your cable, and if you look at the handlebar, you'll see the handlebar moving. Okay, so I'll push that in, and then at the top I have the room. I can pull the cable out now. You see that? So that's how you change the cable. And of course, in the handle unit here, just falls straight out, and there you go. You got the clutch cable straight out. That's how you change the clutch cable. Okay, but for this case, we're actually removing it completely. But don't throw it away, because if your upgrade fails, you might have to put it back. Okay. To remove the cable, we have to remove or loosen some bolts down here. So you notice that this cable comes through this channel here, and it goes up through the radiator underneath, which is not a big issue. You have to remove this bolt to get this cable off because it's all very tense. All right, so we'll remove this bolt first. That's nice and easy. All right, move that. Remember the rules, we don't want to throw these things away or lose them by accident. So I'll take that off. Okay, take that off for now. And then this needs to come out of the end of the unit down here, which is a little fiddly, but it'll come out. There you go. And then we pull it straight out. Don't lose your bolts. Okay. Remember to not lose your screws, so you want to take a little bit of time, put things back. And then this here comes off the cable. I've got to undo the screws to get it off. Stupid thing.
They're nuts, my dear chap.
Who's nuts?
Mine.
Okay. Put it off there, and then put that back on here for later. But don't need to tighten it up. Just leave it there for now, because we're going to have to route the other cable through it. All right. And just for the sake of sanity, keep things together. Put these screws back on. Okay. Now we need to pull this cable out. And the best way to pull it out is to pull it up. Okay. So I'll pull it up and just have a look down and see where it goes. Right. So you see down here, if you can focus down at the radiator down there, you can see that there's a little, like a loop connected to the top of the radiator. From this angle you can see it. There's a little loop connected to the radiator down there. Well, you can't see it, but I'll edit that out later. Right, and then you pull it up through that loop. Okay. Once we pull it up, ta-da! We have the cable. Okay. And then I'll take that unit off.